We're live.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. What's up, brother?
What's up, baby? You know how
Yeah,
we do
go.
it. Yes, sir.
So, everybody, thank you for tuning in tonight. Second City Life Podcast, episode 5.
Mm-hmm.
5. I made it to 5. We're at 5 now.
Man, we got many more after that, though.
That's true.
Definitely.
Today, we're competing with the World Series, but it's okay. It's okay.
Can I tell you this before you start, though?
What's up?
I got the most historic comeback ever in World Series history. The Yankees over the Dodgers.
You got the Yankees over the Dodgers.
Coming back from 3-0.
No.
You don't think so?
No. I predicted this would go to Game 6.
Uh-huh.
I still think it'll go to Game 6. It makes sense. They'll win it in LA.
Okay.
So
all right.
I should put my parlay on there.
Well, you might win a lot of money, man. Yeah.
Oh my God. So for those who don't know, today our guest for today is none other than JC, Jarel Coleman.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to the show, brother.
Appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
We got coach, player,
Yeah.
umpire,
All that.
fanatic,
What?
leader,
Yeah.
What did I miss something? What am I missing?
Family man.
Family man. Can't forget that.
Can't forget that.
Can't forget that.
Just a comedian. Competitor. Anything, man. A lot of people that know JC know a lot about me. So
well, welcome to the show.
Appreciate
Thank you for coming on the show. Really appreciate it. Anyone who comes on here, really appreciate that. So but I know you. I've known you for about a year, a little bit over a year.
Yeah.
And but there's people who are gonna be watching who don't know you.
Definitely.
Tell them about yourself.
Well, I'm 38, man.
No way.
I'm old, bro. This is crazy.
I'm 35, but still,
hey, my knees ache getting up in the morning. It feel good taking naps. I'm not old.
I feel that.
I'm old. But yeah, man, 38, 2 kids. Well, you might as well say I got 5 kids.
Okay.
Because my girl got kids and those my kids.
Absolutely.
I don't say stepfather, so I'm in their life. But 2 kids of my own. I had a kid in high school.
Okay.
She's 20 right now, and I have a son that's 10. Love them both, They both had different parts of me. Man, like I'm actually a Mississippi boy. I'm a country boy.
Oh, you're from the South.
I'm a country boy. That's like I was raised up here, but I'm from down there. That's why my mom, like that's where all my morals and everything was taught to me. It was country boy, crooked letter, Mississippi, the SIP.
It makes sense. I don't even know why I didn't put 2 and 2 together.
Why?
Because you can tell someone who's from the South versus someone who's straight from right here.
I got the best of both worlds.
It is different.
Yeah.
It is different. And so I actually lived in the South. I lived in Tennessee.
Okay.
I don't consider that too much of the South, but it is
the South.
It's the South. It's
That's
the South. Lived in Tennessee and Kentucky, and it is a different environment, man.
Yeah.
I actually did love it down there.
Mm-hmm.
That was when I was in the military, but when I came back, sometimes I think I wish I should have just stood down there.
It's more respect down there.
Yes. When as a matter of fact, you don't even have to go that far. When I used to travel back and forth between Tennessee and Chicago, the moment you leave, say the moment you get like past Champaign, it changes.
It's different.
Yep.
Cairo, Illinois is different.
Yes.
It's different. Yes, I know. I've traveled everywhere, man. And when I say travel, not just airplane, but driving as well. When we went to Mississippi, it was a drive. We not getting on no bus. I mean, we got on the bus, we got on the Amtrak, but driving down there as well was at. That's where exactly was at. And I'm from Macomb, Mississippi. If nobody knows, Macomb, Mississippi, which is 86 miles south of Jackson, Mississippi.
Okay.
Pike County. Man, I got family down there that I love, the Tuckers, the Castons, the Ashleys. A lot of what's in me was built down there.
How old were you when you moved from there to here?
Well, I was actually born.
Or vice versa.
I was actually born here in Blue Island at the old St. Francis Hospital.
Oh, really? Okay.
Before they changed the name and tore it down. but actually was raised down there all my life, man. Like I came up, I actually like really stayed up here with like 6, 7 years old.
Okay.
But I always went back and forth, and you know, stayed down there for summer sometimes. You know, mom just sent me down there. Got cousins, uncle, my grandma, my granddaddy. So I just love it, man.
Do you have a preference? If you know, obviously you live here.
I do not want to stay here no more.
You don't. I don't.
Even
either,
right
man.
now, like I don't want to be here. No
I don't either, man. I don't either. I'm pretty sure. I tell people once you get our age, this is the city life.
Yeah,
it's just not. You want to be close to a city. You want to be able to. You want to have the things that we have, you know, here. Where if you want food, any kind of food, you know, not just fast food.
That's the difference. That's the difference. Up here, it's way more food.
Yeah, but other than that, man, living down there, it's calm, it's quiet, it's peaceful, and when you go outside, you get to enjoy being outside. Here, man, I don't care who you are.
Yeah,
most of the time, you gotta watch your back, no matter who you are.
Now, don't get me wrong, it done changed from when I was growing up. It's definitely done changed. When I was growing up, you can leave your door unlocked. You can leave your door open
to a degree.
You know, like. You could, as a kid, man, we were staying outside till 11, 12 o'clock just playing in the field. You know, my grandma had a big field. We did whatever we really wanted to. You know what I'm saying? So, no, I don't want to be here no more. I want to move somewhere, south somewhere.
I'm sure some people in here don't want to live here either.
Yeah, man.
But you mentioned you got 5 kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do any of them play sports?
Yes.
What sports do they play?
That's So my girl's son, his name, we call him JoJo.
Okay.
He's a quarterback at TF South for JV.
Okay.
Awesome kid, bro. Awesome kid, bro. Like, if I show you the video, you're going to definitely say, oh, that's Lil Mahomes. You know, he got the number 15 quarterback jersey and all that. And, like, good kid, man. Good kid. And then my son at Bloomtrail, he's a wide receiver. His name Malachi Jackson. Okay. Good kid, man. Real fast, real smart. The girls, they not really so they really pretty. They not really into sports. They pretty. And my son Jayon, man, he a hooper. Well, want to be a hooper. But you know the kids nowadays, man, they more into the tablets, video games. They don't go outside like we used to go outside, man. Like I used to beg Mom, let me go outside. You want to put me on punishment? Take my game away. I don't care. Just let me go outside. These kids nowadays, they not like that. But
they don't. They just don't know the balance.
Yeah, I'm proud of them though. I'm proud of all of them, man. All of them. I hope they go far, definitely. And I'm gonna be there every step of the way to make sure they do.
How are they doing in the season? I'm sure right now they're kind of almost close to wrapping up, right?
Yeah. So
once the playoff starts,
the JV season over there at TF South is over with. They really didn't do too good. I don't even think they won a game, but this was his first year ever playing quarterback. Okay. He was actually a middle linebacker. That's why I want him to play, because I was a linebacker.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I want him to do. But he's actually doing great, man. Like he's like using the skills that he never knew that he had, using his brain, like he's thinking. And he's like a sponge, you know. You could tell him anything, and he's gonna yes sir, no sir. He's one of those. He's very coachable, and I got a guy that's like the #1 quarterback in the nation in semi-pro. That's coaching him. His name Andre Locke. He's coaching him up, and hopefully next year he does good on varsity.
That's good. That's good.
He's a freshman. He's 6'3", 6'3" freshman. That's crazy.
I mean, I don't know what these kids are on these days, because I was not that big at your age.
Well, we had a big class. I can't say we didn't. We had a big, but I wasn't 6'3". Like right now, I'm only like 6'2". So I wasn't 6'3" as a freshman. Man, cool kid though.
That's awesome. That's awesome. But how come they don't play baseball?
You really want to know the truth?
I do want to know. Why don't they play baseball?
All right, so the reason why JoJo told me he don't play baseball is one time he got hit with the ball, and that just ended his career.
I'm not laughing. Look, check this out.
I am laughing.
No, check this. I said this on, I think it was either on the podcast episode a few back with Eddie. So if you haven't seen the ones with Eddie or Bobby, go back and watch those. Or my other boy Bobby, you know, or even the first one. If you ain't seen any of the episodes and you just saw this, go back and watch them all. Go back and watch them all. Trust me. There's some good stuff there. And I told people, you know what kept me from playing baseball? Because I didn't want to get hit with the ball.
Man, that's part of the game, man.
Yeah, but I just like, man, do I really want to get hit? What you know, let's just be conservative. A 60-mile-an-hour pitch? I don't know. So I was like your kids. I didn't ever play football. I was a basketball. I still play basketball to this day.
Right.
Still contact, but just not.
It's not that.
Not that. You're not getting decked with a baseball, and you're not being tackled.
Yeah, it's not that. But you know, so like me, I started playing baseball when I was like 6, 7 years old.
Okay.
So kids at that age really didn't have A1 control. So you know, it's just basically tuning yourself up.
Yeah.
You get hit there.
Yeah. I what got me past that, actually I'm still not past that, I will say that, because even when I'm at the cages, those pitching machines are very unpredictable.
Definitely.
I've seen some of them balls just randomly just sit by my
definitely. Yeah, definitely.
So it's still there. You know, I've learned my lesson. When I see some of those people, like, nope, I don't care what it is, putting a helmet on at these batting cages. As much as I don't want to be that cool kid over there, but no. But honestly, following you guys this year,
right,
and actually getting very much more involved, and truth be told, just watching Mike just get hit, I was like, you know what?
Hey.
And after he took the one to the cheek,
oh my God,
I was like, you know what? If it hurts, but pain is only temporary.
Definitely, man. Hey, shout out to my boy Mike Shellhorn. I think he got hit like 30 times this year.
I feel like he got hit every game, at least once a game.
At least once a game, and I've like you said, I'm an umpire, so I've been on both sides as far as like seeing him as a teammate and seeing him as far as an umpire. And a lot of people be like, man, his elbow's over the plate, da 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 da, and it's really not. It really is not. It's like right there on the line of the white box of the batter's box, and like Mike is a tough guy. He don't move. He's not gonna move.
Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah,
that's
not
where it is.
Move. Yeah.
Because what do we say? What do we tell a lot of these kids? You know, especially in those close games.
Yeah,
it's like, dude,
that's your box.
Yeah, just it's your box. Just eat it. Just take it.
Take it.
Just take it, because you know it's gonna hit him, and when you move, it's just giving him another chance to strike you out.
I mean, don't get me wrong. You gotta show an effort,
right?
Like you trying to get out the way. But like the great quote said in Major League Baseball, wear it, Dorn. Wear it, Dorn. Come on, you gotta wear it.
Yeah,
you gotta wear it.
But that's why. I think over the fall ball, when we played the Nats, who was one young kid that they had was throwing pretty wild. He was throwing pretty wild. I mean, Vic was throwing more control. Who else went up on that mount?
Oh, you talking about for the Nats?
Yeah, for the Nats.
Oh, okay, yeah. Vic was showing. It was showing out.
No, I think
he had a young kid that played with the White Sox this year.
So the young kid was the one that was a little bit all over the place, and I was like, man, if I'm about to get hit, it's gonna be today.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to Vic, and congratulations on winning both championships, both here in Blue Island.
That's big, bro.
And down at the Azteca League. Yeah. That's a big shout out. You know, a lot of people, I keep watching comments that like there's favoritism. There is no favoritism, man. More like that. They have a solid squad to be able to pull 2 championships together in 2 very competitive leagues. Yeah. So big props to him. Sure, they'll be coming back for 2025. Hope to take the 3-peat. You know, they are the team to beat. Yeah, like it or not.
To elaborate on that story, man? Like that's one of the first teams I ever played with. I think it was 2008, 2010. I played with like Vic. That's my big bro. He went to school with one of my big brothers. Okay. So we got introduced through a mutual friend. brother, family. And so Victor McGee, that's like, I call him big bro. I don't call him nothing else but big bro. We was playing at the Petrosky League on 31st. Dominant over there as well. The White Sox was always dominant. But they ain't never been like a mediocre team. They've always been great.
I just the way something about that team, and I think I once heard one of his other coaches talk about why he wasn't saying why they're so damn good, but it was the truth. Yeah. It's like he's like, some of these kids we give them an out when they're young. Yes. Like, we don't charge it, just come and show up. Yeah. We take all the stress off their backs, and we just like, all I need you is just to show up. Yeah. That's it. Yeah. And when you do that and you take care of them, they're growing up, and obviously you want the best for them, right? So it's like we try as best to guide them in the right direction with the right people. Yeah. To get into some of these schools, even if it is at a junior college. Right. So when they do make it, because there's talent.
A lot of talent.
There's a lot of talent in the whole city. Everywhere there's talent, you just gotta look. And one of the places that's very underlooked is the South Side. Definitely. Those. What they want to call our impoverished neighborhoods. There's a lot of talent there, and it just gets overlooked because we just don't either don't fit a narrative or whatever. Yeah. Or you know what? Plain simple. There's no funds to have a baseball team at school.
I can understand that. So what's so crazy about that is, we was talking about it earlier before we went live. They just pushing the basketball and football narrative in the inner city, man. And it's kind of sad, man, because there's a lot of talented minority kids out here. Yep. Brown or black, you know what I'm saying? Especially black, because like that's really dying down, man. Like, I coach at Wendell Phillips High School down there on 39th, which is like a inner city school, and it's pretty much an all black. Well, it's mixed with black and Hispanic kids. And last year, I literally just had football and basketball players. I had nobody that knew how to play the game of baseball. Wow. So it's like I had to teach from like Little League. Yeah. How to ground the ball, how to field the ball, ground balls, fly balls, how to swing a bat, what to look at, just basic techniques to everything. I had to start from zero, and I was actually proud of these kids, man. We actually did good this year. We had a 7-4 record. Went to the first round of the sectionals. We lost though, but it's just a great experience for them. They would have never thought baseball, man. We winning games. We I think I had one of the best records in Phillips in a long time as far as baseball for my first year coaching. And this year, hopefully I can go a little further. Good. Yeah, definitely.
Dude, baseball is I'd say it's a very forgiving sport where you don't have to be the most athletic person on that team. At all, man. Or you don't have to have a team full of studs.
Nope. Just somebody that's going to listen and be coachable, man. Exactly. And gel together as a team.
Yep. And I think, honestly, when you have these young kids who've never played ball, that's probably even better. Yeah. Because they just want to learn. And they're like, okay, nobody likes to lose.
At all.
So
even the people that don't know how to play.
They don't want to lose.
Yeah.
So if you tell them this is what you need to do, they're going to do it. If it means that they can win the game, they're gonna do it. Yeah, no questions asked.
But at first they was real shy. Yeah, real reluctant to even learning how to play the game, because they cool. They cool kids, man. At Phillips, man, they got designer $1,200 shoes, $500 jeans. They don't want to play baseball. They don't. So it was a great experience, man. A great experience.
I just think that some of these kids, or even the parents, should even think about it. When you have, say everything that's being pushed is either football or basketball in our communities, right? Yeah. They don't have. There's not unlimited amounts of scholarships when it comes to sports. There's a finite limit. Yeah. And that's it. Yeah. And when no one's doing baseball, they just sit there, right? I tell kids, try to get involved in as many things as possible. Yeah. the ultimate goal is for you to make it to college. What happens after that? It's up to you.
It's on you. Yeah.
It's on you. You know, if you want to pursue, how many guys do we not know there are pro at this point? And they had in college they played 2 sports. They were dual sports, and then at one point they picked. You know what? I'm gonna go this path, or I'm gonna go that path. And some of them, you know, why? They're like, man, you were a great receiver or a great quarterback. Why did you end up going this route? You know what? Because, not to say that I was scared of competition, but the likelihood of me making it is higher here than it was over there.
Definitely.
And we have to think big picture, not small picture.
But that's why they go play football and basketball, because they feel like it's a better chance going there.
But I don't think it is. Think about how at this point, it's not just MLB.
Yeah.
You have MLB, you got, you know, single A, double A, triple A. On top of all the independent leagues.
Yeah,
right?
Definitely.
So, okay, sure. We all know the big money is in MLB once you get pro.
That's why they want to go.
But think about this. Like, there's so many, it's levels to it.
Yeah, definitely.
Levels to versus in the NBA. Like, let's think about Bronny. Let's talk about Bronny right now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So, just so you know, see, this is just about baseball.
Yeah, that's everything.
It's more than that. Bronny, he's in the NBA right now. Where did he just get sent to?
The G League.
The G League.
Yeah.
Why? Because no one's doubted. Some people aren't doubting that he's his talent.
I don't know why.
You know, but the kid has some talent.
Yes.
Do I think he's another LeBron James? No.
Nah.
Do I think he's ready for the NBA? No.
I do.
I don't. I think he's gonna go down to the G League, and if he does like a year or two, and then comes back into the NBA, then I can see him being a pretty good role player.
Okay.
You know, but do I think if you leave him where he's at right now, he's gonna continue to do exactly what it is, put up 2 points if that.
Okay, so let me be the other side of that. All right. Do people not forget that he just had a heart attack, not just like a year and a half ago? People forget that.
Okay, so
a heart attack, a cardiac arrest, and made it back to the basketball court within months.
No. I take If you want to play, if you're gonna
play it, let's go.
If you're pulling that card, what is he doing in the NBA right now?
So,
what?
Stop. He was a McDonald's All-American.
Okay, hold on. If anyone else whose last name is not James, has the same situation happen to them, would there be a first round pick in the NBA draft?
Yes.
I doubt. I don't think so.
All right.
I don't think that if let's take a look. Who can we name? I'm
about to give you a name.
Give me a name.
Mikey Williams.
I don't know who Mikey Williams.
Okay. So look up Mikey Williams. He just had a gun charge. Okay. He's attending UCF right now.
Okay.
If he doesn't go late first round, he's definitely going second round. And before the heart attack, let's just say Bronny James' senior year, he was averaging 20 plus. Was the best defender in the nation as a guard. McDonald's All-American. Not because his name was Bronny James Jr., because of what he did at Sierra Canyon.
So you're saying you're arguing
I'm arguing
that his last name had no play at any point in time in him being drafted.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
I said okay.
Okay, so
do I think he can be in the NBA? Sure. I think he is talented enough to be in the NBA.
Right.
Do I think he was deserving of being a first round pick? Absolutely not.
But he wasn't a first round pick.
He was the last pick in the first round.
No, he was a second round pick, 55th pick.
No, I think he was the last pick in the first round.
I can bet you $1 million.
Let me Google this.
That he was the 55th overall pick to the Los Angeles. Because their first round pick was Connect from Tennessee. That was their first round pick. I think at number 15 or number 17. Bronny James is number 55 out of USC. You can look it up.
Let's see right here.
I won't tell you owe me any money.
Okay. All right. So he did go in the second round.
I do this.
You're right.
I do sports now.
But still, it's besides the point. I still don't think he is at that level, and it showed.
Okay.
It showed because Who else has come, has gone in the first round pick in the first round or second round and instantly just gone off? D Rose.
What you mean gone off? Like just
they
left the league?
Never. Yeah. Like,
Eddie Curry gone.
Never. Yeah. Never.
Anthony Bennett gone. Number 1 overall pick, and he had a quote unquote better college career than Bronny James. Bust out of here.
Yeah, but after how long?
What you mean? 1 season?
No.
Anthony Bennett?
Curry wasn't he with the Bulls?
Eddie Curry? Eddie Curry had a couple of seasons.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, Eddie Curry had a couple of seasons.
I don't know every guy, but
yeah, Eddie Curry had a couple of
seasons.
He had a heart issue, which took him out the league. He had like a offbeat heart murmur or something like that. That took him out the league.
But we digress. We digress.
Hey, before we go there, Bronny James, just letting y'all know, is going to be a great player. Go.
You know, this ain't the first or last time you coming on this podcast, so
we're gonna say that again.
If I bring you back again, late spring.
It's really Bryce though.
We're like, hey, where's Bronny James? Still down in the G League, huh?
Yeah, I like Bryce though. Bryce is the best one out of the 3.
So, definitely at baseball. You know, even back in my high school days, I went to Gage Park.
Okay,
and there wasn't a lot of emphasis into baseball.
Really?
No. We didn't even have a baseball field. I think we got our baseball field built for us my junior year. Wow. Yeah, up until then, where were they playing?
What year did you graduate?
08. Technically, my class was 08.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. That's
like we had a baseball team,
baseball down there. I would have thought that.
You know what? The school that I saw, the school was more big on football.
Okay.
Like, I don't know how good the football team was, but it was pretty popular. Mm-hmm. Basketball was another popular one. Baseball, you know, I wasn't involved into other extracurricular activities back in those days.
Who wasn't, man? Who wasn't?
So I wasn't too involved, but you know, I do have a couple of friends who were on the baseball team. But the big takeaway for me was like we didn't have a field. Like, I mean, our field that we used to play at, I think, was like the Gage Park, regular park fields. Yeah. And they were at that time were trash.
Horrible.
Trash. Now, when I was graduating, getting ready to graduate, at least they did build us a field. They built us a soccer field as well. Mm-hmm. As a matter of fact, it might be turf at that
right now. Yeah, it's a turf field right down 55th and Western. Yeah, it's a turf field. Yeah.
So, and that wasn't the case. That was none of the case before. You know, so it's definitely changed over the years.
Definitely.
But yeah, only the private schools I see in the South Side are really big on baseball.
Really?
Yeah.
So I was kind of fortunate. I went to Eisenhower, right down the street in Blue Island.
Bro, did you from the burbs?
Yeah. Nah, you can say that. You can say that. I'm half and half. You half and half. Now, when I came from Mississippi, I went straight to 7716 South Bishop, Inglewood, bad area, right? But you know, that's where my daddy is from. That's my daddy's side of the family. But moved to the burbs. We stayed in the bad side of Blue Island. Can you ever think of that? The bad side of Blue Island?
I don't even know. I know there is a bad side. I heard it. Ain't never been there. I don't honestly. I ain't trying to go to the bad side of Blue Island.
Man.
See, where I live,
it's 2 bad sides of the Blue Island.
See, where I live, it's a nice little area. I'm just saying it's a nice little area that's quiet. And nothing happens here.
Yeah.
Can't speak too much if you go 4 blocks east, 4 blocks west, 4 blocks north.
Definitely.
Can't speak to what goes on out here. But at least where I'm at, I'm happy. Because at least where I came from, I like hear shootings every single day. I'm just tired of that.
So like most of the people that's on here probably play Blue Island or from Blue Island that's in the Blue Island League.
Yeah,
they know about the bad side of Blue Island. When I say I stayed in the Vincent's apartments. Okay.
So teach me, what is considered the bad side of Blue Island?
The bad side of Blue Island. Okay. All right. So like you have the black side. And you have the Hispanic side.
Okay, but you can't just tell me that.
I'm gonna break it all the way down to you.
You got to give me big streets also.
I got you. Okay. I got you. I'm gonna break it all the way down to you. Okay, so I grew up on 122nd and Vincennes, right? That's like right down. So if you at the baseball field, Hard Park,
yes,
you go down the hill.
Okay.
Once you go down the hill, it's a stop sign.
Yes.
It's Vincennes. You know what Thornton gas station is on 127?
Yes.
That street is called Vincennes.
Okay.
All right, you just take that straight down. 122nd and Vincennes is literally 5 minutes from 119th and Vincennes, which is Chicago.
Yes.
So that's where I grew up. Where all them apartments is right down there.
I think I've just maybe drove through there once because the street was closed off.
Yeah.
That's considered the bad side of Blue Island.
When I was growing up, yes.
It don't look bad to me.
Now they have trees, bushes. We ain't have none of that. What? I used to stay next to a place called Merry-Go.
Okay.
And they used to call it the Merry-Go. The reason why they used to call it the Merry-Go, I don't know why they used to call it the Merry-Go. But it was just apartments in a fenced area. And, man, like, we used to do everything. Gang bang down there, like, smoke weed. Like, my baseball field was a concrete parking lot. All right? And just to get into the personal part of that, the way I started playing baseball, and I want to give thanks to Tony Garcia, the whole Garcia family. They stayed right there next to Eisenhower. Blue Island, man, I didn't have nothing to do. You know, my dad was out here bad on drugs. My mom was working hard, man. Like, shout out to my mom. You know, she raised a good guy.
Mm-hmm.
Hard worker, did it by herself.
Great guy. Like,
you know, and I owe all my credit to her. Now, don't get me wrong. My daddy did what he did. You know, he taught me a lot of stuff, regardless of his vices, but he taught me a lot of stuff. But I learned baseball through a family, man. Like, he was a friend of mine. So I just go over his house. Because I don't want to be at home. I want to be somewhere else. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And if people ever been in that situation, they know why you don't want to be at home. Yep. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be there. And, like, I see him playing off the wall, a game called Piggy. And I'm like, yeah, I want to play too, bro. Teach me how to play. And they taught me how to play, and they was like, man, next year we want you on our little league team. I'm like, cool, no problem. I used to walk from Vincennes all the way down the hill, all the way to West Side Field, which is right there off 127th, and I want to say Greenbrier or Maple or something like that.
Yes, yeah. It's 125th.
Yes, it's actually 125th. I played for a team called Zach's Auto. That was my first time ever playing baseball. I played center field, Edgar. Hey, I played center field. And for you people that didn't know me a little, I had an arm. From the fence to the plate, no bounce, but I couldn't catch a fucking nothing. I couldn't catch nothing. Excuse my language.
So you're trying to say that on the Nationals team, you're the since you have a good arm, even though you didn't play outfield, I saw you play first base. You were the best first baseman on that team.
On what team?
On the Nationals.
Man, let me tell you the truth, Edgar. Everybody know JC was the best first baseman on the Nationals. But, you know, that's here or there. I love all the first basemen that was on the Nationals. My boy BK, my boy Travis Cox, my boy Mike Shellhorn, Andre Harvey. I got respect for all them, man. Like, for the Nationals, man, like, every first baseman had their own different.
But there can only be one.
It's only one JC though.
Only one.
It's only one JC though.
OTC.
It's only one JC, man. But you know, we can get into that first base story real later. But yeah, man. So Eisenhower taught me a lot, man.
That's good.
Yeah. Coach Mahoney, Coach Thatcher. Just Blue Island, period, bro. Like, it would be unexpected, but Blue Island taught me a lot.
So once you started playing in that little league team, where'd you play at? So you played at that part?
I played at West Side Field. We played at East Side Field, which is on 127th between Vincennes and Calumet Park. It was the field like right under the bridge where they used to play with football at. So it's called Schreiber Field.
When was the first time you went to go play at Hart Park?
Now Hart Park was Pony League.
Pony League. Okay.
That's when I just turned 12 or 13.
Okay.
I played for the White Sox. Mind you, I won a championship at Zach's Auto. Now they used to do drafts.
You know what? I read somewhere that in some places, some leagues, they do drafts.
They used to do drafts. So my first year Pony League, I got drafted first round. I'm not saying I was first overall pick. That went to my guy Cedric Chris, first overall pick for George Rowe. But first round to the White Sox. And we won a championship that year too.
That's what's up.
So, like I have championship pedigree at that field. Hart Park, that's my field, man. I was there before the grass was there, when it was just all gravel. Before the blue pads was on the light poles. So, everybody complained about the light poles. We was there before the pads.
So do you want the light poles still, or do you want me to take them down?
Please take them down. Please.
There's people in the DMs for the Blue Island page right now who will say, it's like they will die. They will ride and die for that field.
But I understand because people before me played there.
Yeah.
So, I understand it. Before the Nets got there, like all that, man, like I had so much fun there. And so Pony League there, Palomino there, high school, went to Eisenhower, went to Shepherd, went to college at Hines Community College in Utica, Mississippi. Went to Olivet, just baseball everywhere. And then just came back and played for the team called the Dodgers, the Blue Island Dodgers, man. And we kind of dominated that league too a little bit.
Who else was in that team?
Man,
Bobby?
No.
Eddie?
No.
Somebody mentioned that team before.
It was Eddie.
It
was Eddie because I made a comment because I think they was talking about San Jose.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they was like San Jose was real good. So San Jose and the Dodgers were rivals.
Okay.
Because we was always like in the championship, or we was always close to the championship. I think we won like once or twice. San Jose won a couple of times. But quick story, Eddie was once my rival. Yeah. So like
Eddie's still in here. I know he was in the comments a little while ago.
Yeah, Eddie was once my rival, man. Like so me.
Fact check this man right now.
So me, man. I'm very competitive.
Yeah.
And if you play baseball against me, you're gonna hear JC. If you don't hear nobody else, you're gonna hear JC.
Yeah.
So Edgar was one of those real young guys, high head. And I was younger. Still a hothead. And we always went back and forth until like one game, bro. One game. And it was just something in me, man. Less to be the bigger person. He was like going crazy. I think he was having like an off game. I don't know. But he was talking to like somebody else on my team. Mm-hmm. And I say, Edgar. I say, Eddie. I say, Eddie. I'm sorry. I say,
thrown under the bus here.
I say, Eddie, what's wrong, bro? What's going on? And just that little comment, man, just changed everything from then, bro. Like, ever since then, me and Eddie was homies. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like people don't know, just the slightest comment can change everything, bro.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There's that saying. It's like when you see somebody, greet them. Mm-hmm. You never know what's going on in their life, and
yeah.
I wasn't like that. Believe it or not. Probably. At this point, we're probably the last 7 years. I did a big change, big change. Where like I don't know, it was either like reality to kind of hit me, or whatnot, or like it's just just grew up, and I started seeing that what, life is too short.
Definitely, bro.
You don't know what's going on at home for some of these people. Mm-hmm. Sometimes. Even work is the outlet.
Yeah.
For them to show up to work and then just for you to be rude to them.
Mm-hmm.
Now, so I just and plus working in hotels.
Yeah.
Hospitality showed me that always greet everyone. Yes sir, no sir. Like it's not about being submissive or anything like that. It's just simply a show of respect.
Definitely. Man.
Until I'm more of like it could be a flaw.
Yeah.
It could be not. It could be a strength for me. I tell people, I give you my respect and I give you my trust up front.
Yeah, until you burn it.
Until you burn it.
Yeah.
You didn't have to earn it, but I'm just giving it to you. And says like, well, you shouldn't. You should get people earn that. You know, like no. It's easier for you to give it to you. You've never done anything.
Yeah.
And then once you burn it, I just know who you really are.
I'm the same way, Edgar.
I just know who you are.
I'm the same
That's
way.
It.
Same exact way. You turn against me, man. Like I ain't got to deal with you no more.
Mm-hmm.
And I've actually better too. I used to be a high Edgar. Hey.
It seems it sounds like a lot of us are the same way.
Y'all think that JC is hot now? I used to be what? Let's fight.
Mm-hmm.
I used to be that way. Let's fight.
It's confrontational, bro.
Yeah, for no reason, man. And then like,
I don't care if I lose the fight. like we throwing hands.
Yeah, man. And then like, I later found out, man, like I was going through a lot of depression, a lot of anxiety, a lot of stuff. Like, so like I went through therapy, bro. And like my therapist told me, like, man, like you probably just playing sports just to cope with everything that you went through.
Mm-hmm.
And I never thought about it. Like, whoa, like that's crazy. So yeah.
Hey, I want to say props to you, and kudos my hat to you.
Appreciate
to go to therapy.
Got to.
Like, look, this is that part of the show that not everybody shares, but I'm gonna tell people, if you think you don't need help, you probably do need help.
Definitely.
And there's no shame in you going to see a therapist.
Nope.
Not at all. Not at all. Because at the end of the day, it's about your mental health.
Yeah.
You ever think to yourself, people be like, hey, why do my relationships are always failing? But there's only one common denominator in that equation. That's you.
Yeah, it's you.
That's you. So there's gotta be, you might think there's nothing wrong, but us as individuals, we never tend to see our flaws.
Yeah.
And it's hard to accept someone else telling you your flaws.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Cause like, honestly, man, like I was that same person. Like I am not about to go see somebody to tell me about myself. Why? For what? I can tell myself. And then one day, bro, at work, I just broke down. Didn't understand what was going on. You know what I'm saying? Hyperventilating. It never happened to me a day in my life, and I just started crying, bro. Just started crying. Then somebody was like, hey, just go see somebody. Talk to somebody. And it helped tremendously. It helped tremendously. And it helped me, like, allow people that's worth being in my life and letting go people that's not worth being in my life.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so.
Yes, sir.
Definitely.
I tell people this all the time. All the time. Choose your peace before anything.
Yes.
It doesn't matter what it is or who it is. Like you said, I've cut off family members.
That would be the first ones.
And so once anything in your life that's going on right now, if it's taking from your peace, let it go.
Yes.
Let it go. It is not worth it. When I see guys on the field here just dwell on problems on the field, bro, let it fucking go. Let it go. And if you want, or joke about it or whatever it is, but just don't let that fester in your head.
Yes.
Because it's wasted energy. At the end of the day, are we getting paid to go play that ball?
No.
No, we're not. What do? We go that for fun, right? We want to win. Don't get me wrong. We want to win. But it's no reason for it to let it. It's unhealthy.
Definitely.
It's unhealthy. So I tell you, like, let that stuff go. I was in that same boat, a few years back. And then I just say, you know what? I don't need anything. I know that you're family. But it's okay. You can still be family, but you can be family from a distance.
Definitely.
Doesn't mean I don't love you.
Doesn't
mean I don't care for you. It's just I need that space because it's too much.
Yeah.
And I got to think about me.
Yeah.
Because I got kids.
And you don't entertain bad energy.
Nope.
I tell my girl that all the time. Do not entertain bad energy. Because when you entertain bad energy, the bad energy rubs off on you and then you just pass it around. So.
It's crazy how those things work, but you can't. Some people know no better. It's just it's in the culture. I can go everything. It's a circle, right?
Yeah.
It goes back to even to the culture, to our neighborhoods, and both Black and Latino. It's like therapy is taboo. let alone if you're a man.
Yeah,
it's like, oh, it's like yeah, as much as they say that, it's like, no, it really is like you'll never see another man in the hood tell another man that they're going to therapy. No, it just doesn't happen.
No, first thing they gonna say is, let's roll this blunt.
Yeah,
let's smoke.
Yeah, let's just like, like, hey, let's smoke a blunt, or like, let's go drink. I'm like, that doesn't solve any problems.
Nah, man.
So for like the young guys that I see out here who just are always this, it's okay to party.
Yeah, it's
okay to have fun, but your life should also revolve around. You can have fun without drinking.
Definitely.
You can have fun without smoking. Like you don't have to do it. And now, if you choose to do, you can. I'm not.
Everybody has a vice.
Yeah. Who am I to say don't do something?
Yeah.
But just know that there's many other ways to do the same thing without and being involved in some of those vices.
Yeah. Definitely. You're right.
But so you've been there since a while. You coach a team right now.
Yes.
What team do you coach?
I coach. I'm the head coach for varsity for the Wendell Phillips Wildcats.
Okay.
It's a high school down there on Pershing, right off King Drive.
How are you guys doing there?
Well, this is my second year. Like I said early in the interview, the first year we was good, man. Like 7-4, and that was just with players like that didn't know the game of baseball at all. First coaching gig as far as baseball go, and for people that don't know, JC, baseball is my dream. Like I want to go higher. Like that's what I'm going to school for. It's for sports management. But I love each and every one of those kids, man. Like I see a lot of myself in a lot of those kids when, like I told you, when I didn't know how to play baseball and how they was teaching me, you know what I'm saying? And I was giving them the same teachings how I was taught. And we did good, man. Like, now don't get me wrong. They wasn't A1 players, D1. Like, they not getting no scholarship in baseball. But just to see them have fun, man. Just to see them loving to win, because the year prior, they only won like 2 or 3 games.
What's the most difficult thing about coaching?
The most difficult thing about coaching is just getting everybody on the same page. Like you.
So tell me. So if that's the most difficult, how do you do it on your team? How do you get all those kids to be on the same page, even at this young age?
So your first year at a CPS school, most of them kids they don't know you, so they really not gonna trust you. So you gotta show them that you're committed. You gotta show them that you're serious about that. So what I used to do, man, I used to go to the school before the school let out, so they could see me walking in the hallways, and I could say, "What's up, y'all?" And they could be like, "What's up, coach?" You know what I'm saying? Just to show them that I cared, and show them that it's more than just baseball. You can come talk to me. I'm your coach. I'm your brother. I don't even really want to be a father figure. Just be a big brother. But if I have to be that figure, I can do that too. You know what I'm saying? So just getting them all on one accord, man. Just doing everything as a team. Even when I make them run, I got my other coach, Andre Locke. He runs with them, or I'll run with them. Or if I teach them how to do a certain thing, I'll show them, so they can say, "Oh, he not just talking. This how you do it."
Yeah.
So, and that took me far, man. That took me real far. Just relating to them. So that's how I did it.
How can you do the same thing with coaching a men's team?
Yes, I did it for semi-pro football. Yes.
It's not difficult because
No. So I thought the same thing, because I don't only just do baseball. I do football. I do basketball. I coach semi-pro football. That was my first coaching gig ever. Was semi-pro football. And it was with a team that I used to play for.
Okay.
So in my mind, these guys, they already know what to do. What they want to, why they gonna listen to me?
Yeah. And that's why I'm saying
that was the first thing that popped in my head.
Is this what pops in my head?
That was the first thing that popped in my head.
Especially if you're either almost their same age.
Yes.
Like how do you get them to listen to you?
How? And I promise you. And it was times like I had conversations with some of the other coaches, Joe Jeter, Devon Whitehead, and Andre Locke again. I had conversations like, bro, I don't think they're gonna listen to me, bro. And you know what they told me? Just stay consistent. Show them that's what you really want to do. And that's what I did. I showed up to practice, and I was myself. You know what I'm saying? And when I played linebacker. So I was pretty much still a teacher on the field. You know what I'm saying? I was probably like a mind of the coach. I knew what defense he wanted to run. I knew how to do it. You know what I'm saying? Me and one of the other guys. But they listen, man. And then the first year, don't think they didn't give me like no bullshit. You know, I make a run, they be like, man, you ain't run when you was playing. You wasn't doing all this when you was playing. So I caught a lot of that. So but after a while they listened to me. And then that transferred to me. I used to coach at Gwendolyn Brooks on 111th and King Drive.
Okay.
Took them to I ain't gonna say they first, but I took them to the first round of the state playoffs. We had a 7-2 record over there. And ever since then, man, I just love to coach. Just love coaching, man. And honestly, I would say I love kids more than grown men, because those kids will run through a brick wall if you teach them correctly. They'll run through a brick wall for you. You know what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong, them grown men did too. We won national championships. We won like regular season championships. You know, I was a defense assistant D coordinator over there, linebackers coach. And that's what I do now. I coach at Wendell Phillips football too, for varsity linebackers coach, defensive assistant. And if I don't make it in baseball, like my second dream job is either athletic director or a defensive coordinator. I love defense.
Well, man, I always tell my friends, man, keep working for it, because a lot of people, too many people give up on their dreams, on their goals. Some people even make the excuse that I'm too old to do it.
Definitely.
I had let me tell you a story, you know, and because I like to hear my friends when they tell me that they have goals and they have aspirations to do better. That is like such a I want all my friends to, so my circle's small.
Yeah, you gotta be sometimes.
It's small, and I like to keep it small for that same reason. I'm like, you know what? We have to be in the same say wavelength. Yes. You know, so that you can be in that circle. Why? Because I want to make sure that the people around me want the same thing. You don't have to want what I want, but you want to. I need to know that you want more for yourself, because then I can come to you and ask you for advice, because you're also chasing a dream, you know?
You got to surround yourself with people like that.
Facts. So when I started doing this, and obviously people who don't know, I've been actually doing photography for now, since 2014, so 10 years.
That's
right.
Wow.
And it started as a hobby, taking photos for like airsoft and paintball. And then kind of from there, it went to, oh, you got a camera? Can you take a few photos of my family? And something like that. And then I'm always a learner. I'm always trying to learn something new. One thing led to another, to the point where like it came down to this. Yeah. I had never done sports photography. And again, going back to the whole mindset thing. Yes. And I said this in another podcast and with Bobby from the Blue Jays, when I decided to go to Hart Park, I was more or less trying to get out of here. And that was a little bit of an outlet. Yeah. And and I've come very, very far along with photography in sports. Yeah, I love it. But that being said, why am I saying all this? When I started, you know, doing a little bit more of the marketing aspect of it, especially for the league, I had an individual who was a little bit of a hater. Oh no! You know, and I get it. There's always going to be someone in a corner. You're just like, hey, look, low key hating.
You want those more than you want fans.
You know what? I'll say it here, and this is why I'm saying it. That individual, you know, he could have just kept his mouth. You know, I'm more of a like, you know what? If I ain't got nothing nice to say, I'm not gonna say nothing at all. Yeah. I'm like, I can think it, but there's no reason. Why am I gonna say it? There's no point to it. Well, this individual decided to send me a message, not just a message, multiple messages. What? You know, bath mouthing the fact that I was doing this. He's like, you know, you think you're gonna get rich doing this? I'm like, you're a grown ass 35-year-old man. You think you're gonna make it? Like, man, I didn't respond. At no point in time did I respond. Right. Because it's bigger than that. Definitely. This individual doesn't know that I do this. First of all, I do this part time because I have my full-time career. So the fact that I'm able to do this right now, it's just the dedication, just to show you that, you know what, I want to make it in this.
Yes.
And again, why am I saying this? Because it doesn't matter how old I am.
Right. At all.
At all. Like I'm 35 years. Yes, I'm 35 years old. Yes, most of this is usually a young man's thing. But guess what? It's all about the work you're putting it in.
Yeah. It's the grind, the hustle.
It's the grind. Like eventually.
And you're doing it way less than what most people would do it for.
Yep.
What? And people can't appreciate that?
You know, so I guess some people, you know, I see is like, you know what, I don't say, what's to say, I'm not scared of people, and I don't make people uncomfortable. People get uncomfortable around me. Mm-hmm. I'm just being me.
Yeah. At the end of the day,
that's it. Like I everything I do to the posters, I self-critique myself, and I actually look back as I was uploading all these episodes onto YouTube. And I looked at my, like I said, going back to what we said before we went live. Yeah. I'm always looking to improve. Yeah. Do better.
Definitely.
Do better. You know, and I don't think I'll ever be satisfied. Mm-hmm. You know, because I just want better. Yeah. And wanting that, it's what I hope is gonna get me to where I want to be. Yeah.
It should motivate you to get there.
You know, but you know, people are gonna be out there. So man, props to you, my brother. Props to you to say, you know what, that's what I want to do, and that's what I'm working hard. That's what I'm going to school for. A lot of people joke about it, or they say they have those dreams, but what are you actively doing?
Yes. Well, how are you pushing towards that goal?
It's easy to talk the talk.
Yeah, man.
But until you walk that walk, it's difficult. You know, taking time out of your day, coming out here, you know. That it's difficult, man. You know, what else can you be? You could be at home right now,
doing homework,
being with your family, anything, 100 other things, but you're here, right? And we're talking about these, and we're learning about you and all that. Another part of you, and because we're about about an hour mark, you are an umpire, and I did want to touch on that because. Not many few, at least that I know. Yeah. There's other guys I know that they're also but I know you on a personal level. Yeah, you're an ump. Mm-hmm. How difficult is your job?
What? Very difficult.
What's the hard? Tell me why is it difficult?
Well, how can I say this? It's difficult, but it's fun, and it's fun because just the love of the game. You know what I'm saying? Just the love of the game. And it's difficult because you try to be the best umpire that you can be. Mm-hmm. And sometimes you're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna F up. You know what I'm saying? The most difficult part is calling the perfect game. Mm-hmm. That's the most difficult part about it. Every strike, you want to make sure every strike is a strike. Every ball that you call is a ball. Every safe call is safe, and that's the most difficult part. Other than that, everything is real easy.
How do you deal with the teams? Like what? Because I've seen it. I mean, I don't think I've seen it to you. Honestly, I've seen it to other umps. Where teams get really chirpy.
I'm a cool umpire. I'm cool, bro. Yeah. So what I tell other umpires, because I'm a young umpire. Yeah. But I've been doing this for 10 years. Which is crazy. I'm a 10-year I started out in Fox Valley Blues. Okay. That's an association up north. But I'm a cool umpire, Edgar. And when I say cool umpire, at the plate meeting before the game, I make sure that we following the rules. That's how I wanted to go, but I'm cool at the same time. Like some of these umpires are just too demanding. Yeah. And then they want to show who boss. Mm-hmm. They already know who boss when they step on the field. They know, okay, it's the umpires. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So when people come up to bat, I talk to them oh, you just missed that one. I mean, I think he about to throw you a meatball. You better not miss it.
Edgar swing at the ball. Yeah, swing.
Hey, and then I tell him, I say, hey, man, don't just come up here and not swing it, because I'm going to call it. Yeah. And then, when it's 3-0, the kids love this. When it's 3-0, I say Steph Curry. I'm not like one of these old umpires. 3 balls, no strikes. No. Steph Curry. And then they over there, they looking. I be having batters sometimes that be like, timeout, and start laughing. And then they be like, what you got for 3-1? What you got for 3-2? I'll be like, Reggie Miller, Magic Johnson, you know? So I keep the game interesting while I'm back there. And even when I'm on bases, I be, hey, I'm going to beat you to third. Or, you know, so I just try to bring the joy back into the game as an umpire.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then that avoids a lot of conflict. Now, don't get me wrong. It's been times I got into it with guys, times I got into it with teams. And something I really need to work on, because at the end of the day, they got to understand that you're a man before anything. You know what I'm saying? And it's some of these teams, they can get out of line, bro. They call you out your name, B's, MFers, and, you know, a lot of umpires be like, man, just walking away. Just me, JC, I can't do that. Yeah. And it's hard. That's another hard part too.
But I think there's a difference. See, I completely agree that people need to respect you as the umpire, but also respect you as a person. Yeah. Because underneath his shirt, underneath his jersey is a man. Is a right. father. Yeah. You know, is a coach, a teammate. You know, there's a person there. Yeah. So people need to be cognizant of that. And when they're talking trash, when they get a little bit crazy, it's only human to want to react. But let me. At what point in time is it okay for an umpire to be the one that starts it?
Starts the trash talk?
Yeah.
It's never okay for an umpire to start the trash talk.
Bingo.
It's never okay.
And it's crazy. It's crazy that there are individuals. I don't think no longer in our the league that we currently play in. But they used to, and they still jump in this chat here. They still jump in this chat talking about laughing it out in the league. But those individuals are the only individuals that I've ever seen from an outside perspective, you know, up into this point, where I'm like, you started that. Yeah, yeah. It was you who started that, and I'm like, I'm curious to know how you find it. How now you feeling offended that the team is barking back at you? Yeah, I'm like, because remember, you want the same respect, so you know you gotta give the respect if you want the respect.
But sometimes, let me tell you this, and just to back up the umpires on this, sometimes a lot of y'all don't hear what people be saying at the bat. A lot of y'all don't hear what they say.
Yeah, but you also have to be. You also have to be the bigger man, the grown person, the adult on the field, because you are technically, quote unquote, the law. The law, you know. Yeah. So the law of the land. You know, if the law is doing the bad stuff, what's gonna happen? Yeah. No one's gonna follow you. No one's gonna listen. So I do think your job is very difficult. You know,
it's painful too.
But I will say that honestly, I heard this from multiple people, and if you haven't heard it, I'm gonna tell it to you now. Yeah. People said that you umped like your life away this fall. Like they said, your umping skills, the way you were calling it out there for every single team, and I saw you ump 3 games, 4 games a day, 5 games a day,
5, 4, 3.
Yeah.
You
know, and they said like, man, you know what, like JC for that box was that box, and there was no wiggle. There was no like, probably haven't heard that yet about anyone in the league from all of our umps, and that's not to discredit any other guys. Shout out to KP,
KP, Simp.
You know, all those guys, love Lance, those guys. Yeah. But you know, everybody has something to say about somebody. But with you, I never heard any. If everyone just said, he did a damn good job. And if there was an award to give out to an umpire, which I think that's something coming up next year. I might be ruining that for everyone. But you know, it's in the works, it's in the talks that maybe come next year we have a ump of the year of the season, because I think it's earned and deserved.
Get the umps acknowledgement.
Yeah, because you guys, it's not easy.
It's not, man.
You know,
it's not, and for the people that said that, I appreciate them, man, because I try to do my best, bro. In the Blue Island League, the Burbank League, the Azteca League, Roy Hobbs League, high school, I started late, man. I wish I would have started a little earlier because I'm so competitive in that too. Like I want to be in college. I want to ump the college game. I want to ump minor leagues. Yep. I know I'm not gonna make it to the show. I already know that. I'm too old to make it to the show. But I definitely want to go there. You know, I want to get better. So I'm competitive in everything I do, man. Anything I do. Tying my shoes, I'm competitive.
Oh man, yeah. big props to you. So let's see. Let's take a look at the comments because we got some dedicated viewers here. Yeah. So
I know some of my people out there.
Ronald Haggins is
that's my little bro.
He called you out on your age. He's like, damn, 38.
That's my little bro. That's Lil Ron. That's my little bro. Shout out to the best DN in the nation for semi-pro, straight out of Simeon. My little brother Ronald Haggins, man.
Then you got our boy Eddie saying big 7'4".
Big 7'4".
Same thing with Mike Showhorn talking about JC Tell the Truth, big 7'4".
Big 7'4".
And he says he thinks he's got hit more than 30 times actually in the whole season.
I can believe it.
Or at least combined in all leagues, it says.
All leagues, we got almost 100. Almost 100 if we combine in all leagues, and that's ridiculous. That's why he got that elbow pad on.
Yeah, it's that elbow pad has already made his money worth. You know.
Yes.
Got Tony Vilkis. He says JC's the funniest Empire we've had.
Okay.
Him pretty much every game in Burbank.
Yeah. Shout out to Tony.
Then you got Chelsea Williams Davis. Hey cousin, sending love from McCombs, Mississippi.
Hey, that's my little cousin.
See, there you go. You got the Mississippi.
Hey, I'm telling you, I got everybody. That's my little cousin. Man, I love her.
This page's about to blow. Oh, when people are like, why you got people in Mississippi looking at your page?
I love her. Shout out to my cousin.
Shout out to her for tuning in and checking us out. We have Greg Clark, man, please,
what? And
he's like face palming.
Look. That's my boy G Sizzle. Shout out to WOG Sports. I'm promoting that WOG Sports. They got their own clothing line. Greg Clark, Andre Hobbs. I'm gonna try to integrate it into the league too, man. Hopefully they can make like Under Armour type gear. They got hoodies, they got sweatsuits, they got all that, man. WOG basketball. Like, man, we covering everything. We gonna definitely start a podcast too, and yeah, that's my guys, man. Greg Clark, Andre Hobbs, Andre Locke, my boy Ski Yee, Josh, little DJ. Yeah, man. Shout out to my guys, man.
Then you got Alvaro saying yo, he's just tuning in. He must have just stopped watching
that's my boy
the World Series game if he's in here. So that game must be over. Please don't ruin the score. Let us finish. Let us finish the podcast.
I got the Yankees. I hope they won.
I got the Dodgers.
I got the Yankees.
We got let's see here, Marcos Del Rio. He's on the, what team does he play for?
Marcos Del Rio. Is that the umpire?
Is he? No.
That's not the umpire, Marcos?
I don't know. It says don't leave it up to me. It's first thing JC told me when I walked to the plate.
Oh yeah, I think I know
he plays on the. I think he plays on the Bandits.
I want to say that. Yeah,
I think he's either. No, not. I don't know. He just plays in the Bandits.
I definitely. So. Hey, he's not the first person I told that. Don't leave it up to me.
I know. I said when I walked up there, it's like, you better swing.
Hey.
Or actually, matter of fact, you were out I think the first at bat, you were out like in first base or at second base, and they're like, swing the bat.
Yeah, please. Like, hey, and I can say this now because I'm not in the game. Like my guys, Eddie, Mike, JB. If I'm the umpire, Matt O'Malley, I call a bullshit strike. Excuse my language. I call a bogus strike just to get them to swing, and they know it too. They be like, all right, JC. I gotta call it for him. Those my guys though.
Matt Owens from the Bandits goes, umpire makes my day every game at the ballpark. He also says a guy hit 7 times in the fall tournament. Did he?
Who got hit 7 times? Oh, me.
Matt Owens.
I got hit 7 times in the fall.
You got hit 7 times?
What?
No.
What?
Did you?
It sucks being a 6'2" umpire. And I do the inside slide. It sucks.
And you got Joseph Winkiewicz?
Winkiewicz. That's just JoJo. That's JoJo. That's the my girl's son I was talking about.
Okay, he says he's like, yo, Rel, and he's like giving you kudos.
That's my boy.
Marco Zero says I should have made it 8. I'm like, I'm just playing. So I think.
Oh, is that the guy that from the championship team?
No,
the pitcher. That's not him. Is that the pitcher?
I don't know. He's from the Bandits though. I know.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. He's from the Bandits.
I mean, he's in. Oh, he's coach. Oh, actually, no, coach for Team Elite.
Ah, okay. Him and his brother.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. See,
my bad.
Yeah, our bad. I mean,
that's the guy with the long hair.
I wish I know everybody.
That's the guy with the long hair.
Okay,
shortstop. He cool.
Yeah, it's like I wish I knew everybody, but I don't. You know.
Yeah. Shout out to Marcos.
But hey, I got a question, Marco. If you're in the chat, you know, so. Will we be seeing the return of Team Elite for the regular season in 2025? I know you see my post out there. We're looking for teams.
Man, they told me they in Elgin and Kankakee, so it's going to be a trip. But if they was in Kankakee and they played in a league in Elgin, they bypassed Blue Island.
That is true.
Something is wrong with that.
Yeah, I mean,
and they got good players.
Hit up Alvaro. You guys, honestly, you guys are a great team in the fall ball. I think you'd be a great addition to the league. Definitely. I mean, it's a shameless plug, you know, but it is what it is. I'll recruit you in here.
When I tell you this, they got the best pitcher I've ever seen close up, and he just comes out like a regular guy, big belly, long hair. He's throwing every bit of 95. Breaking balls, 85. Great. Well, great guy.
We need that.
Great guy.
Bring it to Blue Island, Marcos.
Yeah,
bring it.
Great guy.
Then we got Tony Bilkis. He says JC would always mess with us for making errors when Kevin pitched.
Oh yeah, Kevin came by. He came like they do my man Kevin so wrong. He pitches a gem, and guys just drop the ball, especially in Burbank. Not to throw no dust on his team, but especially in Burbank. Yeah, Kevin's a good guy.
And I guess that picture from Elias, that's his boy Brendan.
Okay.
He's like, I got more for you guys. Just wait. I mean, just gotta come. You gotta come for the regular season, you know.
I heard the low key they got like 2 other AAA pitchers.
Man, it's okay. It's okay. What's that saying? The taller they are, the harder they fall.
Hey, look. They better all come out every week because if they don't, and them other pitchers pitch. It's gonna be a long day for the elite. Yeah, a long day.
But yeah. So yeah, I think that's all the comments. We got a few more people coming in. But if you could change one thing at Hart Park, just one thing, what would you want to change?
Well, the scoreboard, man. And the reason why is because when we was kids, that scoreboard worked, and the to get the kids to come to the game. They let them control the scoreboard. They pay people to do the scoreboard.
Okay.
If you ever been to Hart Park, it's like a little shack all the way at the top of the stand.
I never knew what that was for.
So back in the day, that's what the scoreboard for. They had the microphone, they had the whole little box, and we controlled the scoreboard straight from there. You know, so I don't know what the situation with the scoreboard is now. I heard it's too old or something like that. I think that's what Eddie was saying. But if I could change anything, it'd be the scoreboard and those poles. But those poles are like pillars of the field. So, you know what I'm saying? So first thing first, it has to be the scoreboard.
Yeah.
And try to bring more fans out, man. Not just for the playoffs, but for all the games. All the games, just try to bring more people out.
Yeah, I think I tried my best, you know, here at the end of the season when I kind of took over the marketing aspect to try to get as many people. Honestly, it's a team effort. I try to tell people, it starts from your own team individually. I, as for say the marketing person in the league, cannot force your fans to show up. So it comes from your own self. Inviting your own people to come to the games, you know, and getting it out there. I don't know your friends. I don't know your families. How can I get them to come over here? Facts. Also, get your people involved, man. Like we all do is Game Changer, right?
Yeah.
What's so hard about you putting a camera up there and streaming the game? Honest, it doesn't cost a lot. You know, I'm sure someone's got a phone.
Yeah.
Go buy the mount. It's like $10, $15. Stick it behind the plate and stream the game so people can come watch you. You know, in person, they'll watch in there. Live. And honestly, next time they'll see how good the games are. They'll come and watch. Mm-hmm. So, tell everybody out there, if you want people to show up to your games, you want to see that atmosphere build up, you got to promote your own teams. Got to, man. It starts at home. Everything starts at home. Yeah. That's the foundation.
Yeah. And then they tell people. They tell people. Yep. You gotta get it out there. Definitely.
But
and before you say the next thing, I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? You definitely making Blue Island baseball big, man. And it was mediocre ever since I started playing, but you're making it bigger, and I appreciate you, bro. If nobody ever told you that, I'll tell you that.
Thank you.
Much appreciation.
I tell people I'm just trying to get back. Mm-hmm. At this point in my life, mm-hmm. I feel like, don't get me wrong, everybody wants a little bit of money. Everybody wants to, we still got bills to pay and stuff like that. But honestly, a lot of the stuff I do, and you yourself know, a lot of the stuff I do, it's me giving back a lot.
Definitely, especially for the prices you doing for it. Yeah,
because I just feel like I just wanted people to remember, me as a person for who I was. Mm-hmm. Like, and no money is ever gonna do that. Yeah, never. Until you get back, just like, you know what? I remember that coach, or I remember that umpire, mm-hmm. Who taught me this. Like, I give you an example. The first game I played in, period, was this past season on the Blues, mm-hmm. the Chicago Blues, against the Royals.
Okay.
And
Roy Hobbs?
No, here in Blue Island.
Okay.
And we were playing at Midlothian, and minus, and George, him and I think it was some other umpire. Okay. And George knew I was just starting. That was my first bet. Yeah. And what he did, he's like, before anything, before I even went out of bat, he's like, pull me to the side. He's like, check this out. Stand up like this. Like, he really quick gave me a basics. Yeah. Same thing with catching. He's like, when you're out here, do this. Try to stay here. Yeah. As the you didn't have to.
Nah, because we don't like people that can't catch.
So
as an umpire, we hate that.
So he like that, and then I went out there, and he's like, and then after, I remember the first time my first at bat I struck out. The next one I hit the ball, and then I got fouled out. Okay. I got the ball on a foul, and but he goes, he's like, don't feel bad. No. They're like, how many of these guys out here strike out, do that just like you. Like, it's like, but it feels good, right? Yeah. Your jitters are out. It's like, yeah. Exactly. It's
like, the best one, strike out, man.
Yeah. It's just one. It's like, it's one of many you're gonna have.
What?
Many you're gonna have. So, and I appreciate those umps like that. Much love to those guys for taking a moment. I do this. I try to do the same thing back. When I went to go shoot these kids for the Little League, for the White Sox team, Eddie's and Bobby's team, I just showed up. Yeah. Why? Because as a kid, if I was a kid, man, I would love to have had a photo of myself. What? Playing baseball.
We definitely didn't have that.
But you wish
I would have loved that.
Yeah. It would have made your day.
Yeah. I would have showed out.
But like, dude, yesterday we had this photographer out there, and that's what I want. I want to give them an experience to get them prepared of, like, there's this is just here. Yeah. Just wait till you get to college.
What?
Get to that level. See
something totally different.
Yeah. See what those type of media days are like, when you got interviews and media talking about, like, tell me, like, how what do you think of today's game? Mm-hmm. Like, when you're the star of that team,
they starting to integrate it a little bit into high schools, though, especially for, like, media days, the pictures and stuff like that. So they starting to try to integrate it a little bit into high school now.
But it always comes down to budget.
Definitely.
It always comes down to budget, unfortunately.
Definitely. But, as an umpire, I was the same way, man. If I do anything with kids, man, I always try to teach them while I'm on the field. Like, if somebody make an error, make a mistake, hey, you should have did this. This how you should have came like this. You know what I'm saying? Or a guy strike out. It's cool. It'll be all right. You gonna get it again. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? A guy can go 0 for 3, right? And then that last at bat, they get a big hit with a big RBI. Guess what they gonna do? they're going to forget about those first 3 at bats. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I understand it.
Well, we're about to get ready to wrap up, but before we even wrap up, or you consider that, I'd like to open up the floor to you. Is there something that we didn't talk about that you want to talk about?
It's a lot of stuff we didn't talk about, but we get there. It's not going to be my last time.
It's not going to be your last time.
It's not going to be my last time here. So 2 things.
What's up?
All right. Number 1, I'm going to make my announcement tonight on your show. I'm going to become a free agent in the Blue Island Men's League.
Okay.
And that's not to say that I'm going to another baseball team, because I don't know. This decision is off of, I don't know if I want to play or if I want to umpire.
Okay.
Now, mind you, this was my first year back after like 3 years of retirement.
Oh, yes, I do remember
like
that.
3-4 years of retirement, and I had a great season, bro. Like I made the All-Star team, batting like .421. So that kind of like, damn, I could still kind of do it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like I could still play with these young guys.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, I'm in a decision making, like umpire, because that's a lot of money that you're missing. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
You're missing money. Definitely missing money just to play for free. You know what I'm saying? So that's a challenge right now. That's a conversation I got to have with not just myself, but the family.
Mm-hmm.
See what they think about it. But the decision will be definitely announced in the next couple of months. But right now, man, I'm not even thinking about baseball. It's basketball season now. So it's refereeing basketball now. Yeah. Second thing, JC did go to Arizona. It's a great experience. All right, man, let me just say this. Okay. It was a great experience because I never been there to play a sport. It was a bad experience for how things went. And not to even get into the personal stuff about it. You know me. And like this year was like your main year, like you really started knowing JC. And if you don't know nothing else about me, you know JC is very, very competitive. JC hates losing.
Yep.
I hate it with a passion. And I really think some people get my actions and how I express myself misconstrued with, oh, JC's an a-hole. Or JC just talk mess all the time. No, I'm very competitive. When I went to Arizona, I asked my coach. I said, Coach, are we going down there to have fun or we going down there to win? And he told me we're going down there to have fun. Right then and there, I knew it was something wrong. Because we're not going. It's fun to win.
Yeah.
When you win, it's fun. But when you lose, that's a different story. All right. So the reason why I had a bad experience, right? Me as JC, man, like I like to play. Now, I'm a huge team player. JC will go coach third base.
Yep.
JC.
Honestly, you were always coaching one of the bases.
You know what I'm saying?
I did see you always. It was not a like, well, let me wait.
Yeah.
You were out there on first base when we played the Pirates and the Hitmen. You were at first base.
Yes.
Every single one of the times.
JC will coach because that's what JC does. I coach. And I even tell Dre, hey Dre, let me go talk to the pitcher. He'll let me go talk to the pitcher. And mind you, I'm not even a captain of the team, Edgar. There's just me. There's just who I am. You know what I'm saying? So when I went to Arizona and not to play as much as I thought I should have played, I still try to be a team player.
Yep.
And even when some stuff went wrong, and I ain't gonna lie to you, I blew up a couple of times down there. And I blew up because I felt like JC ain't get the opportunity that I think JC should have got. And it might be just me personally. Might just be me personally. Out of 5 games, Edgar, I played 2 games. Probably like 4 bats. It's people that came there that me personally, I don't think that should have came. And that's just me personally. People that don't even play on their regular team. that comes down here and think they should be the man, and you're not. Mm-hmm. Some people got to be honest with themselves. Just like me, I have to be honest with myself. JC, you're 38 years old. You're not going to be running around the bases like you crazy fast. Guess what JC going to do? JC going to be out there. He's going to hit the ball, and he's going to play a great first base. Everybody makes mistakes. Even JC makes mistakes. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Even JC makes mistakes. So just to wrap everything up, it was a great experience, but I won't do it again as if that's going on.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But
I will piggyback off of that with you because I understand. Yeah. I was there.
Yeah.
I can't see. I can't when you say that, like, I was there.
Yeah.
I was definitely there.
You have first row seats.
First row seats. Yeah. You know, and I agree. It was there was a lot of things that could have been handled differently. Mm-hmm. You know, it's difficult to be a coach. You know that.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, and
can't make everybody happy.
You can't make everyone happy, but at the end of the day, I am with you. You know, in the sense that, like, I didn't go down to lose
at all. Man.
At all. Man. I get, like, even myself, I personally, when I flew down there, I knew that I was hoping that you guys were gonna do so good that I could get some good play time in, because I'm like, you know what, my guys are gonna blow these dudes out. We're like, Edgar, get your helmet, go get some, go.
You've seen the roster.
Yeah,
the roster was stacked.
And when that didn't happen, you know, I was just like, you know what, I'm not gonna play, right? Because I get it. The goal is to win. Mm-hmm. But it definitely, the vibe that was there didn't feel like a vibe. I was like, we're here to win. Yeah. And being that this is my second year, so it was your first.
This is my first year, yeah.
But my second year, my first year, last year, it was a whole different vibe. Okay. It's why I went back this year. Yeah. That's what made me go back. Yeah. So I feel you when you say that, you know what, if under the same circumstances you wouldn't go back. Mm-hmm. You know what, who am I or anyone that's here watching or as a matter of fact, who, if they didn't watch it, will hear from other people, or will rewatch this later on because they say JC said this or Edgar said that. Like, no,
don't let me deter you from it.
If you were in that situation, would you want to go back?
Nah, man.
No,
especially if you spending $1,000 to.
You're talking about money for plane tickets, you know, money to play out there. Even if, you know, let's forget. As a matter of fact, forget that financial. Let's just time away from home, from your kids or from your job.
Almost a week.
Yeah. Just to go lose. I get it. Nothing's guaranteed. No one's saying you're guaranteed to win the whole thing.
Nah, right.
But definitely
give me a chance to.
Yeah, you gotta go. And honestly, even I was very disappointed.
You remember the first blow up. You came and talked to me because I was ready to leave. Mm-hmm. I was ready to leave, and you came and talked to me, and that's one of the reasons why I stayed. You know what I'm saying? You really put everything in perspective for me, and after that, like, you know, I try to be a better teammate, but it just now when people that's looking at this interview, I love my coaches. I love because they gave me the opportunity to come to play with them. And who I'm talking about is Andre Harvey, Larry Love. Larry went down there in Arizona, but, you know, they did a lot for me this year. You know what I'm saying? Even just giving a 38-year-old a chance to play. Mm-hmm. Picking a 38-year-old to even be an all-star. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Letting me even feel like a captain of the team. Being part of the family. Yep. You know what I'm saying? So all that is the reason why I went to Arizona. But all that wasn't in Arizona.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying?
It never made it there. It seemed like that, you know, truth be told, that stood on the field again in that game 5 or game 3 versus the White Sox.
That White Sox came to Arizona.
Yep.
That same and people don't want to talk about it, and that's one of the reasons I said, Edgar, JC need to get on the podcast because JC gonna talk about it. That's one of the reasons why we lost. People was like just dragging feelings from regular season Blue Island baseball to Tempe, Arizona, and we're playing on Major League Baseball fields against people that don't even know who we are.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? And we bringing that down there, and it's just unfortunate, man. Because like, bro, like we had, if I look at our team and think about all the All-Stars on the Blue Island in the Blue Island League, I think we literally had 10 All-Stars, if not 10, probably 7.
No, you had like, if I were, like, put it this way, if I were to put a team together right now, me. And I'm gonna pick and choose. Sure, there's some guys I wish could have gone.
Yeah.
But I would take the same team.
Yeah, bro.
I would take the same team, but the approach
totally different.
Totally different. Yeah.
Totally different.
Totally different. And again, this is not this is not like, that's my thing. I open it up to everyone. The last portion of my podcast is open to anyone. So again, I'm gonna reiterate this because I get it. I'm going to hear it in the morning. I'm going to hear it in the morning.
And they can call me, 773-988-7235. JC will definitely talk to you about it.
But I will hear it in the morning. You know, it's like, you know, people come at me.
Yeah.
I'm like, look, I don't drive no narrative, and you can be right here on the show.
I told you. Don't hold nothing back.
That says, like, I don't drive a narrative. I don't say what you, like, it's like, man, we'll talk about what you want to talk.
Yeah.
And at the end, look, it's open to you.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to say is out there. You said you are a free agent. Anybody wants this man on the team?
They don't want no 38-year-old, man.
Hit him up. Hit him up, man. You know, it don't matter. It don't matter.
It's a pleasure, bro.
It doesn't matter how old you are, man. Like, a dog is a dog.
Definitely.
Right. So, brother,
it was
thank
a pleasure.
you for coming on the podcast.
Thank you.
Again, not the last time.
Yes, sir.
But appreciate you, brother. I love y'all.
Love you too, bro.
For everyone who's watching, we will tune in next week, Thursday, back to our normal time, 7:30. Tune in. Thank you for tuning in today. Hopefully, some of you guys were able to watch the World Series as you guys were watching us. Chat it up here. Make sure to follow the podcast, follow the page, and please, 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 please go on YouTube. Follow my YouTube channel. It's Second City Live. Follow me there. Trying to reach 1,000. There is a raffle going on.
Yeah.
For those people who don't know, I am raffling off a Stallions baseball bat. Once you reach 1,000, help me get to 1,000.
I gotta get one of those.
All it takes is for you just click that sub button on that channel.
I already did. I'm on that.
All right, brother. Thank you so much. Stay tuned for everyone. All right.
Peace.